welcome to my channel, Beauty Boomer. My name's Rose, and if you're here for the first time, I welcome you. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. I haven't been uploading quite as much over the summer. I have a new puppy, and there just hasn't been a lot of makeup releases that I am that interested in. So I try not to buy things simply for the sole purpose of reviewing them. I like to curate my collection and buy things that I think I'm going to enjoy, for the long haul. So with that, this is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Very excited about this because it's my first Natasha Denona palette. So it comes in a beautiful silver case and has little holes in the back if you want to punch the colors out. It retails for $65. And let me just take a look here on the box. Pardon me. The net weight is 0.67 ounces. There are 15 colors. So when you open it, it's just beautiful. And has a nice size mirror. And I'm usually drawn to warmer palettes, so not only is this my first Natasha Denona palette, but this is probably the first cool tone palette I've purchased in a long time. So one thing that I thought was interesting is the color names. Okay, so the way she has it set up, the color names are called like center of the eyelids, smoke, blend, lash line, inner corner, outer eyelids. So it's kind of, beginner friendly, which I think is nice, So let's go ahead and test out this formula, see how it works. So I'm just going to go in and let's take a look and see what kind of look we can create with this. Now, colors that she's calling transition are colors that I never have put a gray as a transition color. So I think I'm going to go with some of her recommendations just to break out of the box a little bit for myself. So I'm going to go in with the color that she calls transition. It's this kind of pale gray. And I'm going in with the BK Beauty 201, which is their largest kind of fluffy brush. And now this color barely shows up on my skin. Well, there it is. It's a very light, pale gray. But I think it will be a nice base for some of these other colors to blend with. So that is that one. Now we'll go into one of the crease colors that she recommends. And so the crease color is this kind of taupey color. And I'm with a BK Beauty number 202. And I'm just going to go in. I'm going to tap this in. And then we'll blend it. So this is going to be just a wonderful palette if you like a smoky eye. Another thing I like about this palette is that she is calling it an eyeshadow palette. It's not pressed pigments. A lot of palettes, especially the colorful ones that come out, are pressed pigments, and I have a real problem with them because they just irritate my eyes. So I'm really glad to see that this is not pressed pigments. I'm just going to kind of flick it up at the end a little bit. And I brought it all the way up to my brow on the corner. So what I'm seeing here is I feel like I want to go a little deeper into my crease. So I'm going to use the color Smoke. Yes, there we go. I wanted a little bit more definition. What's nice about these colors too is they blend very easily. So the brush, you know, just does its thing. They're not a struggle to work with. I think I want to go in with something deeper on my outer corner. So I'm taking the BK Beauty number 205. It's kind of slanted. And I'm going to go into the color that they're calling Lash Line. And I'm just going to stamp it right here on the outer corner and then work inwards. I like that's the slanted brush. I feel like you can just get a nice angle on the outer corner. And then I'm going to just wipe it off and then kind of work this up. All right. This is a really pretty palette. These tones are different than what I'm used to working with, and I'm kind of living for them, you know. I'm kind of ready for this whole new vibe I'm seeing in different makeup looks. Is a little bit more like neutraled out. I just really like it. After like a year of rainbow palettes, I'm ready for these smoky tones. But you know, who's going anywhere, right? We have a glam palette, but nowhere to go. Okay, so let's see, where are we at here? Okay, so I'm gonna go on the outer eyelid. There's a nice color, it's the smoky taupe color. And I am just gonna use it's a MAC 217. And it blends perfectly into the shade that I put on before, that smoke color. All right, now I'm going to go into the middle of the lid, and let's see. There's several different center eyelids. There's this pink, there's a very pretty pink color. Then there's this silver color, and then there is a gold. So I think for today, I'm gonna go with the silver color. Just see what I get. You know, I'm gonna use my fingers, see if I get a better, yeah. Okay, you get a better payoff with your finger. And I'm also going to go in with the pink color. So I can kind of blend the pink and the silver together. So kind of have like a little tricolor look going on. Okay, so now we will do the lash line, and that is the color that I used on the outer corner here was called Lash Line. So let's go in to the lash line, and let's see. This is the 208 tiny little angled brush from BK Beauty. Just love this brush. This brush is really great for detail work. Okay, and now we're going to go on to the brow bone. They have a color called Brow Bone, and it is this one here. And usually for my brow bone, I just like to tap it with my finger. And then I'm going to go in with a nice clean brush. And I'm just going to blend a little bit more here. Yeah, so there's no definite harsh lines. This is pretty, you guys. I'm happy with this look so far. So I'm going to go ahead and do the lower lash line. And I think what I will do, okay, I'm going to go in with my BK Beauty, and this is the, let's see, I think it's the 204. It's like a little smudger brush. You would think I would know the numbers by now, but once I put them away, I forget about them. So I'm going to go in to the color that we used, it started in the crease with, and just kind of drag this all the way across. And then I'm going to go into the lash line color and just smoke that out. So the inner corner is sort of this light color right here. Just going to use this brush. This is a Bare Minerals brush. And I'm going to drag this a little bit past the inner corner. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye and put on some lashes and some lips and some blush, and I will come back with the finished look. Okay, so I am back, and this is my finished look. For lashes, I used the House of Lashes Light Collection and Iconic Light. On my cheeks, I used the Cover FX Face Palette. I used the bronzer, and I used the blush in this. On my lips, I used Gerard Cosmetics Lip Pencil in the color Melrose Place. I just filled them in, and then I went over it with a gloss from Lunar Beauty. I also went into my waterline with a kind of a bronze pencil. Looks like this. This is from Casa Zeta-Jones, which is Catherine Zeta-Jones' line. She just has pencils and mascara, and that mascara I used was hers as well. So this is it. My final thoughts are, I like the way that the look came out. I think you have to be light-handed with this palette so that it doesn't, the whole look doesn't just turn muddy. There was no fallout. The colors blended really well. They went on really well. So no complaints with the formula at all. I like it. I want to play around with it a little more because it is out of my wheelhouse. I do tend to go for warmer looks, but I really am happy with the way this came out. And I think this is just a beautiful palette. And I think, you know, pretty much anybody would be happy to have this palette. So this is my first impressions of Natasha Denona and the Glam palette. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below and let me know what your favorite Natasha Denona palette is, if you have any. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.